Unless you've been living under a rock, there's no way you haven't heard of the Metaverse. The world is slowly turning into a sci-fi movie, and let's just say it's pretty exciting. So what exactly is the Metaverse? Are we soon going to be ditching text messages and video calls and jump straight to communication via holograms? And is it even real? Well, in today's video, we are going to be answering those questions. So buckle up and let's jump right in. What is Metaverse? So by now, you must have heard about virtual games and virtual interaction via the brand new Metaverse. Facebook recently rebranded its name to Meta. Famous tech CEOs such as Satya Nadella and Mark Zuckerberg have even dubbed it as the future of the internet. Basically, a Metaverse is a platform of 3D virtual worlds based on social interactions. So essentially, it is a place where people can interact and socialize, but of course it is a much more advanced way. Meta stands for beyond, while verse stands for universe. So the term literally means beyond the universe. Now, because the concept is incredibly diverse, people have interpreted it in a number of different ways. For some, it is associated with games, and for others, it is a platform for buying and selling digital assets. The term metaverse does not specifically refer to a single type of technology, but rather it can be defined however we choose to interact with it. Metaverse encompasses augmented reality, AR, where everything of this physical world is enhanced using computer-based technologies, and virtual reality, VR, where everything which is being created is totally different to the real physical world. But before we get into the nitty-gritty, please smash that like button and don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on future uploads. What meta actually means? The word meta typically focuses on everything that is beyond this physical world. So essentially, everything that falls in the category of virtual reality. It refers to experiencing everything in a virtual space rather than the real physical world. This can even vary from something as casual as video games to something as formal as an actual corporate meeting. The aim is that people will interact with others virtually, just like they do in physical space. The ultimate goal of Meta is to experience everything as avatars rather than your own physical self. So imagine going to your friend's birthday party as an avatar rather than a physical being. We know it sounds rather freaky, but hey, that's where the future is headed. Mark Zuckerberg says that Meta is not just a social media company, but actually a technology company, which builds all kinds of other different technologies, with social media just being one of the most important aspects. Meta wants to ultimately try to advance human interactions. Where did the concept of Metaverse come from? The origin of Metaverse can be found in the novel named Snow Crash by Neal Stephenson, published back in 1992. He was the first person to use this concept and coined the term Metaverse. In the novel, a story is being told that the Metaverse is the virtual space, which is being accessed through the use of virtual reality goggles and headsets, and people use it to explore online realms. Also, with the release of the game Second Life in 2003, people got the chance to create virtual avatars for themselves, and because of that, the concept of Metaverse got hugely popular. Metaverse and holograms. Most of you must already know this, but holograms are basically 3D images formed by the interference of light beams from light sources. Holographic displays are used to look into a 3D world of content without the use of VR goggles and headsets. They are viewed by the naked eye. Metaverse involves holograms, and they are being actively used in different sectors, including commercial markets, and people are attaining incredible benefits through them. Some characteristics of Metaverse. Metaverse is being used by an unlimited number of users because it has some surprising and totally innovative features. First of all, it is a virtual world, which is already a mind-blowing concept in and of itself. But furthermore, it is a network of real-time rendered 3D worlds and simulation. It is also persistent, as it maintains the continuity of identities of objects. People are virtually present even though their physical bodies are not, yet they still have the sense of individual presence. Lastly, Metaverse is interoperable. This means that it allows the formation and exchange of information among people, and everyone could experience that piece of information at the same time. People can also actively exchange, buy, and sell products. Have you ever heard about these features before? Let me know in the comments down below. How powerful could Metaverse be? Metaverse could be more powerful than any other social network currently known to us. It is not just a simple 3D graphic site or a video game. Rather, it is an immersive platform to socially connect, work, and play with others. Different companies use different software and technologies like artificial intelligence, blockchain, and 3D reconstruction to make the experience more immersive. Currently, Metaverse is a $1 trillion revenue opportunity, but in the coming 10 to 15 years, many people think that it might reach up to $30 trillion. In 2020, Metaverse's market worth was USD $21.91 billion, and now it is predicted that it will grow by approximately 42% by 2030. Metaverse in contemporary times. The presence of MMOs, online avatars, online concerts, video calls all over the globe are all the best examples of Metaverse in contemporary time. Societies all over the world have entered into the arena of modernization where applications of Metaverse are being used on a larger scale. People are gradually getting aware of the benefits that Metaverse is giving to people in order to change their lifestyles. And now everyone wants to get in on this dynamic technology. But of course, the journey ahead is a long one. It requires many efforts to establish a grand platform where everything would be based on virtual reality. Metaverse and virtual games. Metaverse has served as an immense platform for online gaming. People have been joining virtual communities from all around the globe. Games such as Fortnite, Axie Infinity, The Sandbox, and many others are being played worldwide, where people would virtually meet other players and proceed to play. Playing virtual games through Metaverse gives a person a sense of exposure, as it deals with socializing, learning, buying different things, etc. Metaverse has earned a lot of success and popularity mainly thanks to virtual games, as people prefer online games where they play with others and share a sense of community, because it almost feels like a real-life interaction. Well, we are sure that if you are fond of virtual reality games, you must have already guessed how insanely powerful and popular the Metaverse could be, so keep watching to learn even more. When will the Metaverse arrive? The CEO of Facebook, Mark Zuckerberg, believes that the grand Metaverse will arrive by the end of this decade, and in 2030, a larger chunk of the population would be actively using it. In contemporary times, Metaverse is not currently being used on as a large scale, mainly because it is still under development. Currently, various companies have launched their AR and VR headset. Many companies are using smart glasses and holograms, and they are still trying to improve their technologies for a better virtual experience. Pros and cons of the Metaverse. Now, despite the fact that people are going crazy for the Metaverse, there are still some pros and cons that need to be considered. In the modern world, all we need is virtual learning through which we could increase the learning standards. Those days are gone when teaching was solely based on words. So obviously, Metaverse could be a huge player when it comes to improving schooling. As of right now, $150 million have been allocated by Meta to train creators to build immersive learning content. Imagine going to space in order to understand the law of gravity. Another pro is that it would be really cool to experience everything in a virtual world where people could do everything they ever dreamed of, from stepping on the moon to creating a relaxing spot in the most beautiful place. Anything would be possible. On the other hand, the cons of the Metaverse is that it could generate addiction. The younger generation has a tendency to get addicted to social media, and the Metaverse would further this issue. And of course, there's the inevitable fact that excessive use of the Metaverse could detach people from the natural world. We could slowly be moving towards a real Black Mirror episode and not even know it. And with that, the video comes to a close. Do you think Metaverse is leading the world to innovation? And what features are you most excited about? Do share your thoughts in the comments down below. And if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.